Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video. I did not think that I would be filming this video. Not that there's anything bad with this video, but just in terms of sharing some pregnancy updates slash baby updates. I'm currently wearing one of Gentry's shirts right now because everything and anything oversized is the only thing that fits me, period. So even pants, so we're working on that one. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little update about what's been going on, what's been happening, how the last few weeks of pregnancy have been going, just so you guys are in the loop. And I had scheduled 4 weeks worth of videos out, and I thought that by the 4th video that I had pre-filmed, that by that point our son Gentry David would have been born, and that is not the case. I'm realizing I genuinely thought that our baby would be born by the time he hit 40 weeks, and I'm here to tell you I am currently 40 weeks and 2 days pregnant, and I don't think that he's coming by the 12th. And I genuinely thought that he would be here by the 12th or before the 12th. And again, like I said, like that did not happen. And I want to give you guys some updates as to what our plan is and what is going on. But like I said, I am 40 weeks and 2 days, and we went to our 40-week appointment 2 days ago, and basically I've not had any signs of labor. A few weeks back I thought labor was starting, and a few days ago, maybe over a week ago, I thought labor was starting because baby boy had dropped and I had lost my mucus plug, or I thought I had lost my mucus plug. But since a week or so ago, there has been no progression whatsoever. And it's been difficult because my first appointment at 37 weeks, I wasn't dilated, which I wasn't expecting to be dilated, but I was really hoping that, like I've been doing all these things, like maybe I'll be dilated at this point. Went in 37 weeks, wasn't dilated. Okay, like no worries. I still have like 3 more weeks before I need to start worrying about it and thinking about other things. Go into my 38-week appointment, still nothing. Wasn't dilated at all. They kept telling me like your cervix is really like soft and everything, but you're not dilating. And they didn't seem to have an issue with it, so I wasn't too concerned. And then I go to my 39-week appointment. I'm still doing all the things, bouncing on the ball, curb walking, raspberry leaf tea, eating some dates, primrose oil, like all of those things. So I'm like, okay, surely something's gonna happen. I did the mile circuit. I've been doing like prenatal yoga. I've been stretching. I've been doing lunges. Like, I'm like, for sure, like I have to be dilated by the time I get to my 39-week appointment. So I'm really hopeful. I walk in and they check me, and I'm only 0.5 centimeter dilated, which is so very frustrating when you feel like you've been working so hard at like, okay, let's get labor going, let's get labor started, like I want to meet baby boy. And they tell you, yep, you're only 0.5 centimeter. And I basically was like, so like I asked the midwife, I was like, so does that mean like I still have a few more weeks until labor, or like could it still happen in a few days? Like what's going on? And she was really reassuring in the fact that like everybody is different. And she told me that she's met some women who have been completely closed, like their cervix is not even dilated, but 48 hours later, they are in labor and ready to go. So I was just kind of like banking on that. I was like, this is gonna be my story. I'm gonna be like not at all dilated, and I'm gonna wake up one night immediately in labor. This is how it's all going to happen. So for a week I was thinking about like, oh, that's how it's gonna happen. So again, at 39 weeks, I was doing all the things, trying to get dilated, trying to get my body's like labor process going. I'm pumping, I'm like doing all these things. I go to my 40-week appointment, very hopeful, but also super nervous, because I'm like, okay, like this is supposed to be the end of my pregnancy. Like I'm supposed to be having my baby, like by this point at least. And I know that your due date is just an estimate. It's not an exact, like this is when baby's supposed to be born. And I know that a lot of women can go up until 42 weeks. But I was like, I had really hoped that baby boy would be here by 40 weeks, if not a day later. And we go to our 40-week appointment. I asked them to check me, and I said, if I'm dilated, like please do a membrane sweep. I want to get things going. And I get checked, and she says, okay, here's the deal. You're only 0.5 centimeter. And still, which was very frustrating to hear. And she was like, I'm gonna try and massage the cervix to see if it will get things going in any way for you, because technically she couldn't do a membrane sweep, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically when they stick 1 or 2 fingers up there, and they basically go up your cervix and they sweep it around the little sac that baby's in to hopefully separate everything and get labor going, all that stuff. They weren't able to do that, and I was basically like, okay, so what's the plan? Like what is the plan now? Because I genuinely was like, I did not think that I would make it to 40 weeks. I genuinely was like, yeah, I'm having this baby before 40 weeks. Like, he's gonna be here, maybe even in April, but we're getting close to June and he's not here yet. So, at that appointment 2 days ago, we decided to do a scheduled induction. So if I do not go into labor naturally by, I want to say Thursday, so within the next 5 or 6 days, then I will be induced, which is not what I was hoping for, is not what I planned at all, or genuinely not what I wanted, because I had this idea that because my pregnancy was going so well, I was healthy, baby was healthy, everything was healthy, that things would just kickstart on their own. They would do their own thing. And obviously, like, I know that I still have 5 or 6 days to go into labor, and I still can. But part of me is like, it's just highly unlikely now. Like, if I'm not dilated more at this point, then I don't know if I'm ever going to get to that point. So we scheduled our induction, and that's what I wanted to tell you guys. And that's kind of what I wanted to update you guys about, because I genuinely thought and genuinely believed, I'm like, I'm gonna have this baby by May 12th. Like, he's gonna be here before Mother's Day. And everyone thought that as well. But now I'm like, he probably won't be here for a whole nother week. But I will say I do have peace of mind in knowing that whether I go into labor naturally in the next 5 or 6 days, or I will be induced, I will have baby boy at the end of this week. He will be here in this world, and I am so excited. The last few weeks of pregnancy have been really difficult on my body specifically, and mind, but I would say mostly my body. around the beginning of 38 weeks, I started developing like really bad sciatica on my left side, which makes it really painful to walk. And if you guys were to see me walking around, I feel like I look like a pirate with a peg leg. Like, that's how I feel like I walk. I'm just beginning to feel really tired. And sleep is becoming more and more non-existent. I probably wake up like 3 or 4 times throughout the night. And more recently, like, I'll wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning and just not be able to fall back asleep. So that's just been really difficult, and I've just been so ready to meet him by now and be like, oh my gosh, like, here he is, like, here's our son that I've literally been carrying for almost 10 months. Literally almost a whole year. That is insane to think about. But again, like I said, like, I have peace in knowing that regardless of if I go into labor naturally or by induction by the end of this week, that he'll be here. And I'm so excited. We're both so excited. But I've just been trying to do everything that I can to get my body going, get labor started. I've definitely been having Braxton Hicks for about a week now, but it's only when I'm like walking or pumping or just doing things that, you know, would kickstart labor. They haven't been consistent throughout the day, if that makes sense. So that's just kind of the update of what's been going on. So I'm really excited for the next few videos, because after this video comes out, he will be born, and I'm gonna give myself a week or 2 to just relax, and then I want to be able to do a sit-down video where I talk about my labor and birth story, and an also vloggy type of video where I show you guys with timestamps the labor and birth story as well. So I'm genuinely excited to share with you guys my story. Obviously, I don't know what it's gonna look like yet. I don't know if it's going to look like an induction or if it's gonna look natural, or how all of it'll work, or maybe it'll just be a whirlwind and I'll only get like 3 clips of like the birth. I don't know. But yeah, so that is just the pregnancy and birth update for you guys. Baby is still cooking, but I hope you guys enjoyed this pregnancy update video, and I will see you in a week or 2 with baby boy. Bye guys.